Most Canadians are earning pennies on their savings. Have you considered meme coins? Meme coins! They're named after Pokemon. How hard can they be? Not responsible. Fine. Have you considered a high-interest savings account? High-interest savings accounts can help you earn a little bit more than nothing. Besides, unless you have enough money to hide it in your walls, you gotta make sure your money is making its own money.
Are you referring to alchemy?
High-interest savings accounts are great for an emergency fund and short and medium-term savings. Today we're going to look at the best options for a high-interest savings account in Canada. So come along if you want to get rich really, really, really slowly. You could earn pennies on the dollar. We're going to start by looking at TD's rates because they're notoriously low. As you can see, their TD Everyday Savings Account offers you an interest rate of 0.01%. Scrolling down, they do have a growth savings account. This is more similar to our high interest savings accounts. But if you have anything under $5,000 in the account, you don't earn anything at all. You can see their boosted rate is not bad, but if you're keeping $500,000 in your savings account, you've got other problems. Looking further, they offer an e-premium savings account. These are typically the best options with the big five banks. And you can see it takes $10,000 to get their rate of 0.45%. And $10,000 is probably about the max that you'll need in a savings account. Moving on to CIBC. At least you get something under that 10 grand benchmark. Their regular interest rates are better than the 0.01 that you might get in an everyday savings account, but still nothing to write home about. Looking at their monthly fees, we have none. Those transactions can add up. Remember that we're not using this on a routine basis. Now things are getting spicy. The Scotiabank account offers you 4.65%. Holy moly, that's 10 times what we've been seeing. There must be a catch. Can you see a catch? Hey, if you only need the account for 90 days, more power to you. Let's scroll down and see what their actual interest rates are. There it is. 0.4. Wowee. Lucky you. Uh-oh, not the dreaded summary of account fees. Let's see, shall we? The Momentum Savings Account. Hey, no monthly account fee. All right, that's not too bad. I'm starting to see a theme here. Are you starting to see a theme here? We can earn 4.6% interest for 3 whole months. What's the real interest rate? Let's find out. Wowee, a high interest rate? What could it be? It's 0.55%.
Wow!
Well, if the big banks aren't offering much, surely something like Tangerine can compete. With their remarkable interest rate of 0.3%. The plus side is that you don't seem to need a minimum to get that 0.3%. And they don't seem to have those annoying service fees. Really, we're getting into the realm of reasonable options. We're finally starting to see some reasonable numbers. We're looking at Kawartha Credit Union, one of the OG competitors to big banks. You can see that they offer a really comparable 4.4% for 90 days on new deposits. And of course, it's their high interest e-savings account. Remember that I said the e-savings tend to be a little bit better? What sets them apart is, as we look at the bottom, that 2.25 base rate. That's a great base rate that you get to keep. Just like the others, this account has no monthly fees. You get 2 free withdrawals and free transfers within Kawartha Credit Union. However, if you go beyond those 2 withdrawals, they do start to nail you in some fees. This 2.25% base rate means that the Kawartha Credit Union high interest e-savings account is a viable option. EQ Bank is another alternative to the big banks in Canada. Their take on the high interest savings account is a little bit different. They don't really offer a high interest savings account. Instead, you get their 2.75% interest on every dollar in your personal account. I can't argue with this slogan. It acts like a checking account and earns like a savings. You don't have the fees that a typical high interest savings account does, but you do have the interest rate. There are a few notable positives here, especially compared to most savings accounts. You can pay bills, send e-transfers, and do automatic payments without fees. 0 monthly fees and free withdrawals from ATMs in Canada. This is a really interesting blended account. EQ's unique solution is a cool alternative to help keep your life simple. No more moving money between savings and checking just to try and keep up with inflation. And of course, that 2.75% interest is a really competitive rate. Finally, Stratton Oakmont.
Stratton Oakmont is America.
Oaken Financial. They have the best savings rate that I could find, 2.8%, and it's not promotional. They note eligible for CDIC coverage. That's something I haven't mentioned. You do want to confirm that your money is protected with CDIC coverage. Most accounts are. So what do you need to know? Based on my research, they're not wrong here. This is one of the highest daily interest rates in Canada. This account deserves some attention. Based on interest rates alone, this account wins. Unfortunately, Oaken Financial has buried some of their fees in the application process, so I'm not able to make that comparison. Let's review what we've learned. We started with a baseline at TD Bank. Their e-premium savings account offers 0.45%, but only on any money over $10,000. No interest under 10 grand. We moved on to the CIBC e-Advantage savings account. They offer between 0.2 and 0.8% interest depending on the amount you have invested. Next, we looked at Scotiabank. Their Momentum Plus savings account offers 0.4% no matter what we have invested. And they had our most attractive promotional rate at 4.65% for the next 90 days. RBC's high interest e-savings account offered a 0.55% interest rate. They also had a fantastic promotional rate at 4.6% interest for 90 days. Next, we moved into some of the alternatives. Tangerine's savings account offers us 0.3% and a promotional 4.5% for the next 5 months. Another alternative, Kawartha Credit Union, has a high interest e-savings account that offers 2.25% interest. Now we're cooking. They also had a 4.4% interest rate for 90 days. EQ Bank has a unique solution to savings. Their personal account acts as a checking and savings account combined, and they offer 2.75% interest. Finally, the best regular rate in Canada, Oaken Financial, offers 2.8% in their savings account. There's many factors to consider beyond just the percent offered, but I hope that this summary will help inform your decision.